Hi year one, hope everything's going okay at home. I'm super excited that you're coming back to school in less than 2 weeks. That's made me so happy. But for now, we're just going to carry on with our online learning until we can be all together again in the classroom. Okay, so we're going to start with looking at counting backwards in twos again. So this time I put all our counters in tens frames. How many counters do we have all together? So all in tens frames. Like I say, I've got one full tens frame here. So one full tens frame here, two full tens frames, two full tens frames. So my number is two full tens frames. Is this a full tens frame? No, so this must be my ones. How many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got two full tens frames and 4 ones, 2 tens and 4 ones. The whole is 24. Fantastic. And now I want to count backwards in twos. So to count backwards in twos, what do I need to do? Well, I know counting backwards in twos is the same as removing 2. So 1, 2. Or I could cross them out. So I could remove them like this, 1, 2, and there is now 2 less. Or I could represent taking them away by crossing them out. 1, 2. So how many have I got left now? Well, I know I've got 1, 2 whole tens frames here, 2 whole tens frames. So 2 tens frames that are full is the same as 2 tens. And then I've got 1, 2 ones. So I've got 2 tens and 2 ones. So my next number is 22. Fantastic. So I start with 24 and then I counted back in twos. I took 2 away and now I've got 22. So I want to carry on counting backwards in twos. I want to take another 2 away. So 1, 2. How many have I got left now? Well, like I see, I've got 1 full tens frame still. I've got 2 full tens frames and I've got 0, 1. So I've got 2 tens and 0, 1. So I've got 24, 22 and 20. Brilliant. I want to keep going. So I want to count backwards in twos. What do I need to do next? So shout out what I need to do next to count back in twos. I need to take 2 away. Let's take 2 away. What do you think the next number is going to be when we're counting backwards in twos? What's my next number going to be? So I would just have 20 and I've taken 2 away. So let's have a look. How many full tens frames do I have? How many full tens frames? I've got 1 full tens frame here, but this one is no longer full. So I've got 1 full tens frame. Then how many I've got in here? Well, I know that this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I've got 1 10 and 8 ones. Brilliant. What do I want to do next? I want to keep counting backwards in twos. I need to shout it out. Take 2 away. 1, 2. Taking 2 away. Well, how many have I got remaining now? What is my remaining part? I've got 1 full tens frame, 1 10, and then I've got 5, 6 ones. 6 ones. Fantastic. Okay, let's keep going. What do I need to do next? I'm counting backwards in twos. I need to take 2 away. 1, 2. Fantastic. How many have I got remaining? What is my remaining part? I've got 1 full tens frame, so that is 1 10. And this must be my ones because this is an incomplete tens frame. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. I've got 4 ones. Fantastic. Okay, what do I want to do next? I want to take away 2 more. So take away 2 more. How many have I got remaining? What is my remaining part? Well, I've got 1 full tens frame. So that's 1 10. 1 10. And how many ones have I got? Well, here's my ones. I've got 1, 2 ones. Brilliant. What do I want to do next? Counting backwards in twos. What are we doing next? How many are we taking away? We're taking away 2. So 1, 2. What is my remaining part? Like I say, I've got no ones left. Is this tens frame full? It is. That means it's 1 10 and 0 ones. The remaining part is 10. Next, I want to take away 2 more because I'm counting backwards in twos each time. What is my remaining part? Well, I've got no full tens frames now. So I've got no full tens frames. And then how many ones do I have? I've got 5 here, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8. So we can write 8 like this, or we could write 8 like this. Okay, I want to take away 2 more. So 1, 2. How many I've got remaining now? I've got, how many full tens frames have I got? I've got 0 full tens frames. Okay, so no tens. How many ones have I got? Actually, I've got 5, 6 ones. 6 ones. Fantastic. Okay, I want to take away 2 more because we're counting backwards in 2. What is my remaining part now? How many tens have I got? How many tens have I got? How many full tens frames have I got? 0. So I've got no 10s. How many 1s have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. Fantastic. One, take away another 2. Take away another 2. How many have I got remaining? How many 10s have I got? Well, I've got no 10s. I've got no full 10s frames left. How many 1s? I've got 1, 2. 2 1s. Last question. Take away 2 more. How many are left? How many have I got left? How many 10s have I got? Well, I've got no full 10s frames left, so it's 0 10s. How many 1s have I got? I've got no 1s left, so the last number is 0. So I go saying those backwards. We've got 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Brilliant. I'd like you to have a go at this at home if you've got a chance to, and send me in a little video of you doing this if you want. Your work sending from this week was yesterday's work, but if you would like to have a go at this and send it in so we can have a look, that'd be fantastic as well. Okay, so let's have a look at our skill sharp today. So I want to pause this screen and complete this skill sharp. So I'm looking for the number representation, the word representation, and the counter representation. So let's do one with you so we know what we're doing. Okay, so this number, it says 1 here. I've got 1 counter here, so I know that in here I'm going to put the number 1. Fantastic. In fact, I'm not going to write it like that. I'm just going to write it like this. 1. Fantastic. Here I've got the number 2. I've got 2 counters. I'm going to write the number 2. Here I've got the number, it says 3. So I know that's number 3 looks like this. And I want to draw my count in. 1, 2, 3. I'd like you to keep going and complete this all by yourself. You can copy this off here. You can download or print this off the school website, or you can collect a copy at school. If you want to send this in for us to have a look at, that'd be fantastic. And then come back when you're ready to carry on with the lesson. Okay, year 1. So today we're going to be looking at ordering objects from smallest to largest. We've got 3 groups and they are numbers between 0 and 20. So to help you do this at home, if you're going to do this at home, which I would like you to do, if you want you can send in the video, but the work to send in this week is from yesterday, is you could write out smallest and largest and get 3 groups of objects just like I've got. So firstly, in my first group, I'm going to look at my gold coins. So how many gold coins do I have? Let's have a look. I'm going to count them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17 gold coins. I'm going to write 17 down here. 17 gold coins. Fantastic. 17 as a number can be split into 2 parts. So I want to split 17 into 2 parts. I can split it into 10s and 1s. So how many 10s do I have? How many 10s do I have? I have 1 10. So let's have a look. Let's put my gold coins into 1 10. So I know 1 10 is the same as 10 1s. So if I count out 10 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 1 10 is the same as 10 1s. So that is 1 10 because I've counted out 10 1s, and then I should have how many 1s left over? How many 1s? 7 1s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1s. So I've got 1 10 and 7 1s make 17 gold coins. Okay, I'm now going to look at my pencils. How many pencils do I have? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 pencils. To write out 13, I know 13 has 1 10 and 3 1s. So let's have a look at my pencils. 1 10. So I know 1 10 is the same as 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 10 is the same as 10 1s. That's 1 10 and keep together. 1 10, put it down there. And 1, 2, 3 1s. So 1 10 and 3 1s. And I know, and now look at my glue stick. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 glue sticks. Now 4, I write like this. And if I want to break my 4 into 2 parts, how many 10s does 4 has? 4 has 0 tens. 4 has 0 tens, and how many ones does it have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So these are my three numbers. My numbers are 17, 13, and 4. And I want to group these. I want to order these into smallest to largest. So which of these numbers is the smallest amount? Well, I can see that this number has 110, and this number has 110, and this number has 0 10. So I think that I know that 4 is the smallest amount because 4 has 0 10. So I'm going to put 4 of my 4 glue sticks over here because 4 has 0 tens. Okay, now which is my largest number? So I know 4 is my smallest number. So I've done 4, it's my smallest number. I now want to look at which is my largest number. Which is my largest number? So I've got 17 gold coins or 13 pencils. 13 pencils. Well, they both got 110. So 110, 110. Then 17 has 7 ones and 13 has 3 ones. Well, I know that 7 ones is bigger than 3 ones, so 17 is the largest number. So I'm going to put 17 over here, and that means my 13 can fit in the middle. So I've ordered my objects from smallest to largest. So I have 4 glue sticks, 13 pencils, and 17 gold coins. Okay, so now I'm going to look at another 3 groups of objects. So I've got people, counters, and scissors. And I want to know which is the smallest and which is the largest. Okay, so I'm going to start with my people. How many people do I have? So let's count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 people. If I was going to write 10 down, I would write that it has 110 and 0 ones. 110 and 0 ones is the number 10. So I have 10 people over here. Next, I'm going to count my counters. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to write 15 as a number. I know 15 has 110 and 5 ones. 110 and 5 ones. And I know, so 10 can be broken into 2 parts. It can be broken into 110 and 0 1. So 110 and 0 ones. 15 can be broken into 2 parts. It can be broken into how many 10s has 15 got? Have a little think. How many 10s does 15 have? It has 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can count out 110 by counting out 10 ones because 10 ones is the same as 110. So I've got 10 ones here, 10 ones, and then 10 ones make 110. So I've got 110, and then how many ones do I have left? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 is the same as 110 and 5 ones. I'm going to put them in this order. Fantastic. And lastly, I have how many scissors do I have? Well, I have 1, 2 scissors. I'm just going to write 2. I would write it like this. 2. And Miss Ellie's writing upside down, so she's got some messy writing. Write it again. 2. Fantastic. Okay. So I've got, and how many 10s are there in the number 2? How many 10s are there in the number 2? There is 0 10s, and how many ones are there? There are 2 ones. So I've got my group of 2 ones over here. Fantastic. So now I've got my numbers. I've got 10, 15, and 2. Which is the smallest number? Which is the smallest number? The least amount? Well, both of these numbers have 110, 110, and this number has 0 10s. 0 10s. Okay, so if these numbers have 110, 110, and 0 10s, that means that the number 2 is the smallest amount because it has no 10s when the other 2 have 110, so they are larger than this number. So I'm going to put these 2 over here in the smallest amount. The smallest amount. Okay, so I've done this one, and now I want to know which is the largest amount. Which is the largest amount? Well, like I said, this number 10 has 110, so it's got 110. Fantastic. 15 also has 110. It has 110. So 15 has 110 and 10 has 110. Now we need to look at the ones. Well, 10 has 0 ones, so it has 0 ones in this group here. It has 0 ones. Whereas 15 has 5 ones. 15 has 5 ones. So 10 has 0 ones and 15 has 5 ones. That means 15, oh, I've knocked my tower over. 15 is the largest number. So I'm going to put 15 over here. Put my 15 over here, and I'm going to put my 10 in the middle. So I've got 2 scissors is my smallest amount, and 15 is my largest amount. Okay, year one, I would like you to join in this time. So first of all, we're going to look at how much of each object we have here. And then I would like you to get 3 different objects and get the same amount, join in ordering them from smallest to largest. Well, let's start with our rubbers. How many rubbers do we have? Let's have a look. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 rubbers. And I was going to write 5 down. I would write it like this. 5. So I have 5 rubbers. Fantastic. Okay, let's pop those over here. So I have 5 rubbers. Just a little bit out of the way, but there they are. 5 rubbers. Okay, now I'm going to count my beads. How many beads do I have? Let's have a look. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so to write 13, I'm going to write 13 has 1 10 and 3 ones. So there's 13 beads because it has 1 10 and 3 ones. I'm just going to pop those down there. There's 13 beads. And how many cubes do I have? Let's count my cubes together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cubes. I have 12 cubes. I'm going to pop those down there. I'm going to write 12. 12 has 1 10 and 2 ones. Fantastic. Okay, so now I've got my 3 numbers. I'd like you to pause this video and get 3 groups of objects. I'd like you to get 1 group of objects going to have 5, 1 group of objects of 13, and 1 group of objects of 12. Off you go. Fantastic. Okay, I hope you've got those 3 groups of objects so we can look at this together now. So first of all, we're going to look at which is our smallest amount. So in fact, we're not actually, because we've been looking at our smallest amount the last 2 times. This time, we're going to find our largest amount first. So our largest means our biggest amount, our greatest amount, the amount with the most. So our largest amount. Let's look at our 3 numbers. We have 5 rubbers, 13 beads, and 12 cubes. Which is our largest amount? We can split all these numbers into 2 groups. So we can split them all into their 10s and 1s. So let's see, 5. How many 10s does 5 have? How many 10s does 5 have? 5 has 0 10s. Okay, so 1 group of 0, and then how many 1s does it have? How many 1s does 10 have? 10 has 5 ones. So I've got 1 group of 5 and 1 group of 0. 0 10s and 5 ones. Fantastic. I'm going to group my beads now. So my beads, how many 10s do I have in 13? How many 10s do I have in 13? Well, I have 1 10, so I can make 1 group of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 1 group of 10. And then how many 1s do I have left? I've got 1 group of 10 in 13. How many 1s do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3 1s. So 1 10 and 3 1s. Fantastic. Okay. And now I want to look at my cubes. So I've got 12 cubes altogether. How many 10s are there in the number 12? Like I see, there is 1 10. So I can make 1 group of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One group of 10, because I know that 1 10 is the same as 10 1s. So I've got 10 1s to make 1 10. And then how many 1s have I got left? I've got 1, 2 1s. Okay, so I've got 1 10 and 2 1s. Brilliant. So here I've got my 3 groups. And now I want to know which is the largest amount. Well, could it be 5? 5 has 0 10s and 5 1s. Well, 13 has 1 10 and 12 has 1 10 and 5 has 0 10. So it's not 5 because 5 has 0 10s and the other two have 1 10. So that means it's either 13 or 12. So 13 has 1 10 and 12 has 1 10. So 1 10 and 1 10. Let's put those all together to make it really clear. That's 1 10. I really hope this is going to work. Oh, fantastic. So 1 10 and 1 10. 13 has 1 10, 12 has 1 10, 13 has 1 2 3 1s, and 12 has 1 2 1s. So if they both have 1 10, but 13 has 3 1s and 12 has 2 1s, which is the largest number? Which is the largest number? 13 is the largest number because 13 has 1 10 and 3 1s. Fantastic. So which is our smallest number then? Which is our smallest number? We know that 5 is our smallest number because it has 0 10s and 5 1s. So it is smaller than 12 and 13. And 12 can go in the middle because it has 1 10 and 2 1s. Brilliant. I hope you joined me with that at home. We've got one more to go through and then I'd like to have a go at this at home by yourselves. Okay, Year 1, we're going to look at our last groups of objects. So firstly, I'm going to look at my paintbrushes that I have here. So let's count how many paintbrushes I have. Okay, so I have, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 paintbrushes here. And I've got more. I've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 paintbrushes altogether. So I'm going to write 18 as a number. I would write it is 1 and 8. 18. Fantastic. Okay, so my 18 paintbrushes are here. Now I'm going to count my gems. So how many gems do I have altogether? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 gems. So I've got 18 paintbrushes and 11 gems. How many pens do I have? How many pens do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pens. I have 7 pens here. Okay, so all these numbers can be split into 2 groups. So let's look at my paintbrushes first. So 18. How many 10s are there in 18? Actually, there is 1 10. So 1 10 is the same as 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 1s. Fantastic. Okay. And how many 1s does 18 have? Well, actually, it has 8 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 1 10 and I have 8 1s. So 1 10 and 8 1s down here. Okay, now I'm going to look at my gems. I have 11 gems. So 11, how many 10s does 11 have? 11 has 1 10. So 1 10 is the same as, shout it out, 1 10 is the same as how many 1s? 10 1s. So if I count 10 1s, I will have 1 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 1s is the same as 1 10, 1 10. And how many 1s does 11 have? It has 1 1. So 1 10 and 1 1. Finally, number 7. How many 10s does 7 have? I can see 7 has 0 1s, 0 10s. 7 has 0 10s. So 0 10s. So I've got 0 10s here. And how many 1s do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1s. Okay, now I want to know which is the largest number. Which of these three numbers is the largest number? So the biggest, the greatest, the largest number. Well, let's look at how many tens they have. So 18 has 1 10, 11 has 1 10, and 7 has 0 tens. So I know it is not going to be 7. 7 is not the largest because it has 0 tens, and the other two both have 1 10. Okay, so let's look at the 1. So both of these numbers have 1 10, but 18 has 8 ones and 11 has 1 1. So which is bigger, 8 ones or 1 1? Because they have the same amount of tens, but 18 has 8 ones and 11 has 1 1. Well, I know that 18 is bigger than 11 because although they both have 1 10, 8 ones is larger than 1 1. So 18 is the largest amount. So I'm going to put my paintbrushes under my largest amount. Okay, so next I'm going to find out my smallest amount. So my other two numbers were 7 pens, and 11 gems. Well, 11 had 1 10 and 1 1, and 7 had 0 tens and 7 ones. Well, I know that 0 tens is smaller than 1 10, so I know that 7 is my smallest part, and I'm going to put my gems in the middle. Fantastic. Okay, year one, if you would like to do a video of you grouping objects and ordering them for today and send that in, that would be absolutely amazing. But your work to send in this week was yesterday's worksheets. It's been super enjoyable teaching you today. As I said, year one, I'm so excited for you to come back to the classroom in less than 2 weeks and see all your smiling faces on the carpet at me and Miss Reed. Until then, I will see you tomorrow for some more maths or this afternoon for some phonics. I miss you and goodbye. Bye.